Off. All right, everyone, welcome. Yeah, it's Tuesday. So tonight we're going to start with a little presentation about water, the differences between the H3O2 and H2O. So as we all know, this is the time that we want to be educated in regards to how we can manage our health and our lives to the best of our abilities. There are so many things that are working against us on a daily basis that really are working to keep us unhealthy. And the bottom line is that we're living in a toxic world. Every time we breathe, we're breathing in toxins. Most of the times, if we get ourselves wet, we're getting wet with something that isn't necessarily clean. When we eat food, it can have toxins, and that can also affect us. It's hard to get away from these days. So, the situation brings itself to say, how is it best to take care of ourselves? So, if we can't be running around spending our time looking for all the best of the best foods and things to put in our bodies with the kind of lifestyles that we're living today, and we need to take into account and into consideration, you know, we need to not just do this for ourselves, but we need to learn this and teach it to others on account of the fact that life as a whole now is dependent on education. Because if you think for 1 minute that you can turn on your television and get information that is crystal clear and gives you the answers that you need in how to manage and take care of your health the best, well, I would have to say that that's never going to happen. I see more commercials for things to put into your body that are not healthy than I see for things that are healthy. So, our ultimate goal now is to find the way or the ways that we can do the work for ourselves. We can manage our bodies, but they don't need to be complicated. We need the simplest forms of how to take care of our bodies. And in reality, when you understand how important water is and the quality of the water that we put into our bodies, we can take about half of those concerns off the table when we're putting in the right quality water. Because when we do that, many of the processes that our body needs to do will be done, and it will be done so much more efficiently, so much more deeply, and bringing forth all the good out of what you're trying to put into your body, while at the same time flushing and taking out the negative that's impeding your body's ability to do everything that it needs to do properly. So this is where now the importance and the difference between H3O2 and H2O come into play. You see, the best way I can describe it is that H3O2 is what's in your body. H2O is what comes out of your kitchen and your bathroom sink. It's what you flush your toilet with, and it's not what goes into your body. So once we start to understand this and we clarify that there is a significant difference between the water that's working in our bodies and the water we use to wash our dishes, we're going to start getting on the right track to being healthier because we're going to become wiser. So, right now, the most important thing is that we all understand that our bodies are 60, 70 plus percent water, H3O2. And that H3O2 that's in our bodies needs to do a lot of the work that goes on in our bodies. It's responsible for every single process and action that goes on. You're not going to be able to move your joints freely if it wasn't for H3O2 in your body. So now, when you put H2O in your body, it is not helping your H3O2 to do what it needs to do. In essence, now you put in water from the kitchen sink, or you put in water from your reverse osmosis system, or wherever. The bottom line is now that your body has to literally alter that water in order for it to be able to use that water. So that is called structuring. So your body will automatically go into work phase in order to structure the water before it can join the rest of the water and start doing what it needs to do. So automatically, you're now going to be burning energy that you don't need to burn in order for your body to structure that water in order to go to work with it. So with that, you want to have all of your processes being operating, functioning at their optimum. You want them to be able to clean and do all the things that your body does the best that it can do. But most importantly is understanding that the water, in essence, it's like your delivery truck. I think we've mentioned this before. Water is what brings the goods to every cell in your body. So if you aren't using the good quality water and it's able, well, let's first understand the good quality water means that it is directly responsible for what's in your body already. So by utilizing this, that means that the molecules are smaller. It can go deeper into your capillaries, into your cells, and do what they need to do. So as this water takes over and starts to function the way it's supposed to in your body, you're not just going to be surviving. You're going to start thriving on account of the fact that you're going to have the ability to have a different energy level, a different hydration level, a different depth of cleansing. Every function in your body is going to be improved. So when that happens, your health improves. Everything starts to improve. The delivery service through your body means that your blood is mostly water. So now, when that water that makes up your blood has now more frequency, more energy, and it's able to encapsulate the negative things that are within your blood and help to flush them out of your body, it's working towards you having a cleaner blood system, a cleaner digestive system, a cleaner cooling system. Every function in your body is going to be improved when you've got clean water inside your body doing the cleaning. It's like letting loose the little Mr. What is it? Scrubbing bubbles or whatever, the biophotonic man, turning him loose inside your body to shoot out all that negativity and enhance all that positivity that is going on. So you need to imagine that if you take that into account and imagine that you're inside your body, the dynamics of everything that's going on is like what's going on in your city. Whereas you've got, cars running up the street, up and down the street, they're leaving toxins in the roadways. You've got garbage trucks trying to go around and clean stuff up. But in your city gets dirtier and dirtier all the time. But inside your body now, you're going to have the power to start cleaning up your city, cleaning up your internal environment so that everything now goes back more towards a natural state so that inside the EMF neutralized, internal cellular activity activated, Your flushing and cleaning of toxins improved. Everything is going to be better. And because all of these things are working better, that means that you're getting more nutrients into your body, into your joints, into your system completely, and it's being absorbed at a much more defined rate. You're going to have more oxygen flowing through your body. H3O2 means an increase in hydrogen and an increase in oxygen. So anybody is understanding the science of the body understands that by elevating the oxygen in your body, that diseases have a hard time grabbing a hold, getting a foothold in your body, or growing within your body if your oxygen level is high. Additionally, with the H3O2 water, because now your body is functioning at this higher level, your pH is going to be better balanced. See, being in somebody who's been in the water business now for 12 years, I was always pushing the alkaline water, to elevate the pH, etc. But I did learn over the course of dealing with some of the doctors and the scientists from the other side of the world that the only reason that we actually require that is because your body is not functioning at the level it should internally. And so now with this water, you should find that your pH is getting balanced. The more you consume this water and the more all your cellular activities and internal functionality gets ramped up, the more balanced everything is going to be. And we've even got that reference in the form of your blood pressure being able to be lowered because everything works better. And it's like this because I myself, being of Jamaican descent, most of my family has or is or was on some form of blood pressure medication. I myself have never touched it. I myself will never touch it. And that's just the way it is. So for me, I am willing to do the necessary in order to make sure that I don't end up in those situations. And believe it, that water alone, even prior to having this amazing water, was managing and helping me to manage my blood pressure by drinking it warm. Now we have taken it to the next level of functionality because now we're drinking warm, energized, structured water that goes directly in and does amazing things for every single cell. So blood pressure, the blood flow through your body and removing the Rolo and letting every cell free flow through your body the way it was designed, rather than being impacted by the effects of the EMF that's around that literally poisons and toxins within your cells to create dysfunction. EMF creates the dysfunction in the water by making it chaotic and unstructured. And now we take the frequencies and understanding that who was it that said the future of medicine is frequencies? The future of life is frequencies, light and water. Without frequencies, light, and water, we do not exist. So for us to understand where the true importance of this is, even though you need your nutrients from your food and the water is going to deliver it, it's been proven over and over again, you can live a lot longer without food than you can without water. So all the water is helping to keep hormones balanced. It's working to balance literally every function in your body. And Water keeps everything flowing through your body nice and smoothly. So your digestive system, it's totally dependent on water. The least amount of water you put into your digestive system, the more amount of issues you're going to have with your health and your well-being. It's that simple because there's nothing more important than having a clean stomach, a clean gut, and a clean digestive system. Because obviously, this is where the majority of the toxins are able to manifest themselves and attack your body directly from your guts. So, number one place to tune up and fix up digestive system. So, as we said, your blood, your heart, everything, your brain, everything is surrounded by water. So the simple question is, would you want it to be surrounded by the water that's coming out of your kitchen sink? Or would you rather have it surrounded by the water that's already in your body? This question almost becomes our leading question when it comes to getting somebody's attention. As the words are coming out of my mouth, it's almost as if I'm been given something that could be turned into our opening line to introduce this to somebody in some way. So I'm going to keep that in mind. And you're free and welcome. Is it to help? Is it the water in your kitchen sink that you want surrounding your brain and your heart? Or is it the real water that's in your body? So we'll see what we can do with that as we go forward. So the least amount of water that you have in your body, that means that everything is thickening up, everything is tightening up. That means your joints aren't going to be as flexible as you need them to be. Your muscles aren't going to be as pliable as you need them to be. Your bone marrow isn't going to be as fluid as it needs to be. Everything in your body has an impact on the amount of water that's in your body. So obviously, drinking enough water is very important, but drinking enough of the right water means that you have to drink probably less water, and you will actually get more of what you're looking for in the form of results. When people continue to do this and be consistent with what they're doing and drinking the water, there is only one way that this can go, and that is to have an absolute improvement in the amount of energy that you have, the hydration that you have, the amount of overall wellness that you feel, the better that you sleep, the more physical strength and the ability to do things. And there are a lot of people, you've seen some of the testimonials. There's a lot of people whose lives actually change drastically just from drinking structured, energized biophotonic water, which in itself is giving a lot of pleasure and a lot of joy for each and every one of us who's out there sharing it. So that's going to be part of our next conversation, is about the sharing of this app, the water, the benefits, and making people understand how important it is. We mentioned the fact that your brain is surrounded by water. So the more hydrated your brain is, the better you're going to think, the clearer you're going to think. But when you have the right kind of water, it can emphasize the functionality of your brain even more, even further. And, things like headaches can be so much less. And mood, because of frequency. Frequency affects moods. It affects a lot of different things in your body. So being able to literally quell some of the anxiety within the body by increasing the oxygen, balancing your sugars, and helping everything function at a whole different rate. This is what we need in order to have those days and have every day so we don't feel dragged out. We don't have those afternoon crashes. And just by grabbing a glass of water, a good energized water, or spraying with the water, we can actually affect ourselves in a positive way without reaching for coffee or energy drinks or things along that nature, because our ultimate goal is to be healthier. Again, when it comes to our body and all the functions that it does, this one kind of really touches me because, as some of you know, I lost my little brother to cancer at 39 years old, he was. And that's getting on to, wow, over 25 years ago now. And there was certain things that my brothers could not do that played a part in his demise. And I can tell you, my brother did not sweat. He did not sweat. So imagine being in the heat and your body cannot release toxins. You cannot sweat. So I know this played a very big part in his demise because of that. And there were other things too. He worked in an environment that was toxic. And if you can't release the toxins and you can't get rid of some of what's being going in, it's going to compound and it's going to not end up in a present way. So, um, water is ultimately super important. The fact that everybody needs to sweat, everybody needs to urinate, and all the different things that the body has to do, each and every single one is a process that absolutely is required in order for us to be able to stay healthy. So dehydration is not what we want. We want to be hydrated and you want to be able to sweat. You want to be able to cool your body in the heat and all of these things, because if you're not cooling and you're overexhausted, the dizziness and all the different things that can happen. And I felt it myself because I know that there's days when I get so entwined within what I'm doing that I do not probably drink enough water, even with everything that I know. I know that this week has been a week where I've been really kind of grinding, and I had some moments where you feel things in your head that you don't normally feel. And I know that there were a couple of days when I did not have enough water. So even for somebody who knows, we still have things that we do that can keep us from doing the right things no matter what. And again, we've talked about the fact that our ultimate goal here is to purge all the negative and enhance all the positive. And we want to get all the best that we can out of what we're putting in. So let me ask you, as we were working on that line, and we say, tap water and kitchen water, and no matter where the water is coming from, even bottled water, and I should say especially bottled water, can you see this being a fuel for your body, for your life? All we have to do is, when we think of this, think of what happens when we drive up to the gas pumps, and I'm as guilty as anybody for doing it. Because when I drive up to the gas pump, I'm not thinking about what's best for my vehicle when I put gas in my vehicle. I think about what can I get away with when I put the gas in my vehicle. So my vehicle is capable of running on regular fuel, but I know it would run better on 89 or 91. But this is actually a really good example of what we need to consider when we're looking to fuel our bodies. Are we going to go to the regular pump for our precious, precious temple, our bodies? Or are we going to go to the premium pump for what we really, really need? That should answer our questions quite clearly because I think on my next vehicle, it's going to be premium pump. This one, not so concerned about, but on the next one, we're going to go to the premium pump. In my body, we're doing premium water, and we try to do the best we can with busy schedules with the food that we put in. So, again, all of this stuff works together. You want to take in your food, you want to get out your food. You want to take in your liquids, you want to get out your liquids. Everything is working. And as all that stuff is going through, you want the absorption of the maximum amount of nutrients. Otherwise, you're wasting your money and you're wasting the energy and the food that you're putting in. Your food needs to be broken down with water. So you should be drinking biophotonic charged water with every meal. That will help regulate so many different things within your body and get you the most out of the nutrition that you're trying to put in. And of course, with the water around your brain and everything else, it works as a security, as a cushion, as a safety blanket in order so that you've got some cushioning as your brain is floating around in your head. So water has a lot of different uses. And overall, we want nothing but the best of the best water within our system. So, with that said, we know additionally it's everything to do with flushing and cleaning your system. But this is where I really want to hit a little bit differently because of how much different the biophotonic structured energized water is when it comes to the cleaning. So, I understand the concept and the principle of drinking hot water and the logic of hot water going in, being able to start from the moment it goes into your mouth, it's going to start to dissolve anything that's in there that can be dissolved. It's going to free up and loosen anything that can be freed up, and it's going to allow it to be flushed better through your system. If you were trying to do the same thing with cold water, you can imagine the difference that would make because the cold water is not going to melt or soften up anything. If anything, it's going to do the opposite because your body, in essence, is already warm. It's 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit. So that means it's already warm inside. So when you put that cold in, it's going to tighten everything up. It's not going to help it at all in the sense of flushing and cleaning like the hot water will. So now that should automatically give us at least a guideline to say which is better in that format. So now when we go to that next level and we have energy, smaller molecules and frequencies and biophoton in the form of light within that water, and it goes in hot and it opens up every single avenue in order to be able to go deeper, deliver that energy, deliver that nutrition, deliver frequencies, and go deeper for the cleaning. That's the power of H3O2, structured energized water. And when it comes to the cleaning, I want you to imagine that all these toxins that are there, because of how the water can cluster and be in that dynamic eight, that clustered form, so that it can literally capture things within it and then carry it out of your body. That is the bonus power of what the structured energized water can do inside your body. And when I made that video of the biophotonic man, I swear I just love the way it depicted how it turns somebody loose inside to knock out all the negative stuff, and then at the same time is pumping it up in order to make things better. It's a simple concept, so simple, and it's water that makes that difference. We all need to now promote the hell out of the ability to change people's lives in this simple, simple format by just changing the water that they're consuming. And knowing that women and now a lot of men always are into how they look and want to look their best. They don't want to be showing wrinkles. They want to be energized. They want to be good. This is what can help get her done, because now you can use this water internally and it will show externally in the form of smoother, plumped up, more hydrated skin. You can use it externally and have it absorb into the skin and give you instant, more plumped up cells in your skin in order to show less wrinkles and allow you to be more youthful. So, if anything in this world that I believe right now, or there's a couple of things that would actually go to this level of benefit to actually work as an anti-aging product and protocol, that when you start, you know that you are improving every single day. And again, it's about the consistency. For anyone listening, make sure that you're drinking enough of this water every day. Make sure you're drinking it when it's charged to the optimum so that you can benefit optimum. So that is how you can start to just feel the difference and reap the benefits. And over the course of time, people will notice the differences within you as the days go by and you start feeling healthier, looking younger, and having a more vibrant, vital life around you. You're going to feel amazing. So it's not magic, but it is real and it is science. And above and beyond anything else, it works to provide the proper hydration, and it works to enhance every cellular function in your body, and it works to do all the processes that your body requires, whether it's cleaning, hydrating, energizing. We have so many processes, so many things that and benefits that this brings, that I'm in the process of putting together a video which should be, I think, an amazing video, which is going to cut through all the science and make it so that anybody should be able to understand how it is, why it is, and how important it is. And we're looking forward to that being released. It's going to take longer than I thought, but it should be finished off this week and be available. So again, Water is so much more than to quench your thirst. I myself, I'm going to say that until the last 6 or so months, well, I knew years before, but I didn't have access to this level of structured water. But now, with everything that we're doing, everything that I'm feeling, and everything that I'm seeing from the people around me, we're amazing people every single day with what this is capable of doing. So, again, it's not a thirst quencher alone. It's a delivery service. It's a brain booster. It's a temperature regulator. It's a digestive aid. It's a protective cushion. It's a cleaning system. It's a key to healthy skin. And when you drink enough of this quality water, everything in your life gets better. And your performance, your health, your energy, your brain, and the shift in your life. And we love it. I love to call this a shift because when you start drinking your water, it's like you're here. Let me see if I can show that. You're here. And as you consume this water, and it starts with your first glass, and the shift begins. And the more you drink, the more the shift happens, and your life changes. So that is how we find this water to be the best of the best and something that is absolutely perfect for every man, woman, child, dog, cat, cow, horse, plant, tree, no matter what it is. If it's alive, it needs water, light, and frequencies. And that's what makes us up and every single human on this planet requires this. So thanks for listening for this. So how now are we going to deliver this to the population? Well, we've started out and we've had a not bad start in the ability to deliver. I take a lot of the um, flack for the ups and the downs, but I feel like we're in a very good place now. And it is time that I let you people know that I'm working to do everything in my power to make things easier for you. And one of those things is what I put out in the email the other day. And that is the fact that I've adjusted the warranty, the guarantee, because we have a 3-day challenge for anybody to try the water and understand the power of the water. So with that 3-day challenge, we have a 7-day from the time of download for you to work, use the app, try the app, know that the app does everything it's supposed to do, and be content. So that after those 7 days, we can put people in queue to pay out commissions and not hold commissions for 30 days before they go into a queue to be paid out. I think this is a very important move, and it will allow the people that are coming in who are in need to be able to get their funds more quickly as we move forward from here, rather than having to wait, in essence, what could be up to 6 weeks in order to have their funds actually hit their accounts. So I hope that works for everybody. And any way you slice it, it is what it is. And this would be the way we're going to move that forward from here. So additionally from there, moving, there's not a lot to talk about when it comes to compensation and how the system works. I will mention it once here, but moving forward from there, the information is on the website at referlife.com. And it's so simple in reality that I can spew it within a couple of seconds, and it's sell something, earn 30%. Introduce somebody that sells something, get 10% of what that person from what that person did. And then if your organization grows and you fall into the trainer position, you will get 2.5% for level 3, level 4. And if you have it grow to manager position, you will get 2.5%, level 5 and level 6. That is it. End of story. Now, what I can tell you is that from what we have established right here, right now within the Refer Life system is an affiliate program. And that affiliate program is functional, running. My programmers are working daily in order to enhance some of the internal functionalities. Eventually, I would like to see the whole system become almost automated so that almost no hands are required in order to do anything within the system. That's my long-term goal. And so, over the course of the next little while, with what they're working on now, is another form of distribution, which we will be letting you know about in the near future. Hopefully, within the next couple of weeks, we will, excuse me, there's some people who are some what we would call heavy hitters, big players that are out there in the world. There's a lot of them. And I just want to let you know that with my goal to absolutely be the organization that takes this on a global run, that means that I'm not just going to sit and look at the affiliate system in order to get it done. I'm going to be looking at other ways of implementation that is going to get the app into end users' hands more efficiently and quickly. So, but the nice part about this is that you people that are in the system now, you have the upper hand. You have the power to manage and control a lot of the business that is going on within the system at this point. The fact that we're paying 60 US dollars out on every sale, I think that's good motivation. The fact that you can do really well when you've got people who are getting the $60 on their sale and they can multiply, I think that works really well. The fact that it goes a few more levels deep than it used to, I think that's to everybody's benefit. And so for me, um, I'm doing my best to keep you all fed with the information that you need and require, but a lot of my time is spent on a lot of the development, which is not an excuse. It's just letting you know if you don't hear from me on the Friday to Tuesday or Monday when I sent out an email, believe me, the work is still going on heavy and strong because we have plans, we have objectives, we have goals that we want to reach. And you people are a very big piece of this. And I would like to see, we've got some people that have earned some decent money, but I would really like to see some bigger payouts getting ready to roll out of the Refer Life system as we move forward. Um, the areas that you all live in, you have control of. The areas that I'll be focusing on with the new system will be everywhere, but overall, more so to reach into areas that are not, that are further away where we can get more of uh, a mass usage through for the app in a shorter period of time. That's the goal. So in order to get this into the people's hands, we need creative marketing approaches in order to get that done. It is such an important product. And not only that, I take into account that this Friday I will be turning 69 years old. And at 69 years old, I need to see how far and how fast we can have this product and program penetrating into people's lives. And I'm going to give myself a good 6 years of setting this program in place and having it so that after that it's functioning, and hopefully I can take a siesta, even though everything will be functioning as it is. But down the road, of course, we're going to want to take some time for ourselves. And my plan is that by 75, I will be able to have this platform running smoothly on its own, pretty much automated, and looking forward to making sure that we can still impact people globally. It would be nice to be spending the time traveling and supporting the areas with my time and energy and efforts over the next 10 to 20 years. So looking forward to it. And hopefully a lot of you will be there with us as we move forward with this. And I look forward to talking to some of you personally in the next little while. So with that said, if you have any questions or comments, feel free. I'm here for them now.
Mike,
Hello.
Mike,
Yes, Wendy.
hello.
Hello.
Uh, Mike, just have a question. There's a lady that has the system, and she's having a problem with the light going out when she gets onto the app. Like she will hear
Is
the
that
sound.
is that the lady in Newfoundland out east?
Yes, yes, she
I
called
spoke to
last night.
her. I spoke. Uh, what's her name?
Lucille.
Yes, I think
Oh,
that's who I was speaking to earlier today.
oh, you got hold of her. Okay,
Yes,
great.
I did.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
and
Okay, thank
and
you.
I think I got her fixed up because I haven't heard back from her since we've spoken. So I'm assuming
Okay,
she's good.
okay, great. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. No problem. Okay. Anything else? If not, thank you for your time again, and we'll see you all tomorrow.
Thank you.
Oh, did everybody, sorry, is there anybody here who has not witnessed what the app is capable of doing? My bad.